Ultra, Project Monarch, secret societies, separate myths, or one hidden system of control. They said this was a conspiracy, but the deeper you dig, the more you uncover. Let's get into it.
CIA-funded psychiatrists tried to reprogram the human soul. Dr. Ewan Cameron's patients came in for anxiety, depression, even postpartum blues, the ordinary pain of being human. But behind the soft voice and lab coat was something darker. Under the code name mkultra, the CIA funded his experiments. Experiments meant to depattern the...
If you remember a few videos back, the Rockefellers also funded Dr. Cameron.
Mind to wipe identity clean. Cameron called it psychic driving, violent electroshock, massive doses of LSD, looped messages playing for hours while patients were sedated. Some were kept in drug-induced comas for weeks. When they left, they didn't know their own names. Some had to relearn how to speak. Others never came back. Cameron believed the mind was a machine, a pattern that could be rewritten. Can the soul really be edited?
How do you feel inside?
Inside. I'm really inside.
Nobody explained it to me. Nobody ever asked me if I was willing to do it or anything.
They put me on sleep treatment. And now they kept you asleep for 23 days. And while I was asleep, they were shocking the heck out of me with electric shocks and playing tapes. Why are you letting
People went in for treatment for depression or postpartum depression, anything, and this is what they did. They experimented on them.
It was really like a concentration camp.
Want to talk to you matters? You mind if I look this way?
You look that way. Nothing for you to watch here, but you're going to talk to me as we go along.
They couldn't go any further because CIA Director Richard Helms destroyed all the CIA's MKUltra documents, and they had to rely on coached witnesses. So they were never able to dig even deeper. What they got was bad enough. It was never terminated. There's no evidence that it was ever terminated. No documents, no nothing, and not even an admission by the CIA that it's been terminated.
Oh, it's still being used today, very frequently, and it's closely connected with Disney.
How do you feel?
I'm feeling better, thank you.
Feeling better? Are you sleeping well?
Yes, I'm sleeping better now.
We could disable a whole city by putting a very small amount on a water supply. After all of these years of us, those of us who are involved in looking for this secret drug, this was the only thing that began to look for the first time like it might be something like that.
This stands for mind control.
Wow, look at all those. They use torture to cause trauma, to split the mind into different alters.
For you, wait. It's unpleasant. It's an accident to me. Instructions. Instant violence and anxiety and this house actually out. You know, it was happening in other parts of the world.
And people, big stars, people will grab me by the arm and take me aside and say, I just want to thank you for the things you say And it blows my mind, but that's the culture. It's a culture of fear for sure. You know, and it's a big culture of mind control too. MK Ultra mind control rules in Hollywood. If you don't know, Google that and look into it.
Well, we've talked about Operation Mockingbird, MK Ultra mind control stuff from, I mean, this goes back decades and decades. But Roseanne, I mean, do you know people have been blacklisted? I mean, is it just kind of a self-censorship in Hollywood, or do people actually get edged out if they are too much against the grain?
Yeah, it's self-censorship after a while, but it's not just a crazy self-censorship. It's self-censorship because there's actually a danger that you will never work.
Behind the glamour and fake tabloid drama lies a dark world of shadowy puppet masters.
How can they get away with this? I'll tell you why. Because they're protected.
Ritual abuse and manipulation.
I have information from various sources that many prominent individuals, including actors, actresses, professional football and baseball players, are involved in these type activities.
The first sign that your favorite pop star might be under mind control is the presence of mysterious, shadowy controllers known as handlers. No figure in the realm of MK Ultra lore sparks more speculation than the elusive handler. Notable figures from Ellen DeGeneres to Bob Hope have been alleged to be handlers. Often disguised as security or entourage members, handlers manage an MK Ultra slave on behalf of whatever secret society or intelligence agency they belong to. These individuals are entrusted with special code words and triggers to control the slave, ensuring victims are in the right places when required and calling forth the correct alters.
Once they have the mind separated into different alters, they can use these triggers like smells, sounds, a text message, a word. They can call and just use one word, and they can bring out the alter that they want to do what they want them to do. Just like a musician, an actor, or a sports figure. They can control them that way.
The idea that a personality inside, say it again, there's 35 personalities inside, they all have triggers or names and codes and so forth, and the handler knows this. They may have a little black book or on computer disk, whatever, probably encrypted and whatever, but they know that they contact. Now, we've seen it where they've called and played dial tones over the phone, and that is triggered out, or a phrase, or even a card sitting in the name.
Rituals in plain sight. You thought it ended with Disney movies? What if I told you the symbolism doesn't stop there? It just evolves into full-blown rituals performed live for millions to see. Let's talk about the Super Bowl, the Grammys, and Disney-bred stars who don't just perform, they invoke. Now, what do you see in these performances? Pyramids, monarch butterflies, Baphomet horns, all-seeing eyes, fire, black robes, rituals, checkerboard floors. They call it art, but it follows the same occult ritual structure every time. 1. Initiation. 2. Death, symbolic or public meltdown. The rebirth as a new persona. Think of, Katy Perry's flame dress descent. Rihanna's red fertility ritual at the Super Bowl. Sam Smith's demonic latex opera. Miley Cyrus's transformation from Hannah to chaos. And nearly all of them, Disney alumni or Disney-owned artist pipelines. But where does it come from? The Luciferian archetype, not devil worship like Hollywood says, but self-deification. Do what thou wilt. It's the heartbeat of the ancient mystery cults. Egypt's Isis and Osiris, Greece's Eleusinian rites, Babylon's child offerings, Freemasonry's higher degrees, all about initiation, sacrifice, and rebirth through knowledge. Disney is the gateway drug. It softens the mind with magic, then hands the child over to the cultural machine, ready to be programmed.
Facts.
This isn't entertainment, it's ritual disguised as pop culture. And your kids are the audience.
The people in Hollywood believe that Sabrina Carpenter is this deity.
Whoa!
Yeah. She's a pop star, ex-Disney childhood star.
Disney.
Her aunt is Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson. She's super famous for being a Scientologist. But the more and more I look into it, the stranger and stranger it gets. I find a photo of her wearing a shirt, and the shirt says, "Awake, arise, or be forever fallen." This phrase is the first quote that Lucifer says in Paradise Lost. Her first ever album is titled Eyes Wide Open. Okay, that's obviously reverential to Eyes Wide Shut.
Yes.
It's like a super direct parallel. Now, Feather, at the beginning of the video, has the title, and the font is the same exact font from Rosemary's Baby. Well, at the very end of Eyes Wide Shut, the daughter of Tom Cruise's character, she walks over to this bassinet, and she looks at it, and she says,
I could put Sabrina in here.
Mind you, the bassinet is the movie poster for Rosemary's Baby.
Wow. I never realized that.
I can only tell you how the journey to the Cosby Show happened through...
Oh, she was such the cutest little thing on the Cosby Show. I just adored her.
Folklore that my parents told me how to answer that question when I was younger. I do know that they grinded. My mom said she worked during the night and my dad took me to auditions during the day, or vice versa. Every night, understanding that this is a job you can't mess up. This is not for fun, but it is fun. Make sure you respect people. Don't do this, don't do that. It was a lot of rules in place. You know, it's doing an album at 5 and staying in the studio until 2, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're 5 years old, knowing that this is the next step in your career, so suck it up and let's do it. It's, you know, which you just do what you gotta do. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember working with, I don't remember a scene.
See?
I don't remember anything while it's a rehearsal or a camera. I remember the smell of the soul food coming out of his dressing room. I remember this, okay, so when we opened the show in front of a live studio audience, you had to walk up these stairs and we came down that classic staircase. I remember standing up there and playing with the wood before I went down. I do not remember as soon as the camera starts. Something clicks off.
Wow.
And I do what I'm trained to do. Yeah, when I turned 18, I knew something was going on, so I started going to therapy.
Good for you.
It's dissociation. I just black out. I turn into who I'm supposed to be when the camera's on. And then I come back to when normal life resumes. Again, it's bottled up. I mean, I still have a great relationship with Malcolm Jamal Warner, and I don't even know why. I just know that I adore him. I can't really tell you the genesis of it, but I'm sure he helped me when I needed it, and everyone vice versa.
We found out that my trainer was a mkultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops
Who's this
in the
guy?
Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me, and they when I asked them how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, Wois, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah. So look at
they really wanted to shut him up. I'm glad that he put his foot down and got out of there.
Let's talk about music. You told me you're not going on tour anytime soon. Eternal Sunshine, you've said the deluxe.
Have you noticed that ever since The Wizard of Oz, or the movie that she was in recently, she played Glinda, it's like she's stuck in that role. It's like she's completely changed and she's just still there. She even talks like her, moves like her, like she did in the movie. I don't know, it's just so strange.
Audition is in the can. What's the next step?
The next step is the next step is the next step. It means it
She doesn't
must
sound
come
like
out.
herself.
You know, it's been.
Do you have a release date?
You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy because because at the Brighter Days Clinic they do the memory erasure, you know? The memory erasure, they erase my memories. It's a little foggy, but
If you could remember
foggy.
struggle, tell me. Give me a date.
you know what? I'll have to go back to the clinic and see if they can restore my memory.
They're gonna be soon, because the fans want to know.
And trying to make a joke out of it.
So Mark, you have to learn the language of my fans because soon means 10 days or less. I'm not allowed to use that word at this moment.
So it's not less than 10 days.
I'm not going to use that word today.
Let's talk about it. Y'all be thinking that they really be making jokes out of this, bro. Like, it's crazy to me that y'all don't see what I see. And salute to the people that do.
What a pleasure for Herbie and me to introduce Marshall Mathers. Some of you may know him as Eminem, but he's going to join the Saturday night crew with our music intro starting next Saturday night. But folks, I want to take you to the world premiere of one of his new videos called Berserk. Take a listen. It's headed for the top of the charts. So was that the great Rick Rubin who was helping produce that with you, Marshall, when you did that?
Yes, sorry. Live TV. Live TV freaks me out a little bit.
No.
Yes, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Is that getting on a ride that I was going to be programmed on? They would separate cars. So my brother and sister.
You know, they have all those tunnels under Disneyland, and they have that secret club. You can actually go to Disneyland, and they have a door that's like hidden, but you can see it if you look for it, and it has 33 on it. You know what 33 is?
Sister, for example, would get on, and then they would go, and then they'd move a couple cars past, and then they'd put me and my father, or me and my father and my younger brother on the car, and then we would go. And so they create a distance from you, from the other people riding the ride, break down. You'd be taken under the park, you'd be put through this programming, and then you'd be hit with a taser. That's one of the common ways of compartmentalizing your memory, is a handheld taser. I can remember getting hit with that damn thing from the time I was 6 years old. And then you'd also be hypnotized. Hypnosis is a big part of it. They'll hypnotize you to remember to forget those events, and then hit you with a taser and then send you back up.
Known as mkultra, and later Monarch. Its goal? To gain complete control over the human mind. Signs of this controversial mind control project soon began showing up among some of the nation's best known stars. Today, actors, musicians, politicians, and even professional athletes are said to be under this form of trauma-based total mind control.
MKUltra mind control rules in Hollywood.
Bizarre meltdowns, shady handlers, and alternate personalities. Are these just the antics of attention-seeking celebrities, or could they be the signs of something more sinister? Celebrities often have little control over their own lives. Once a star gets big enough, they're no longer a person, but a controlled asset of the Illuminati, the elite's nefarious agenda. We shall see many stars openly demonstrate their total enslavement through symbolism and subtle hints, as if silently screaming for help.
You'll see a lot of these pictures. This is like on magazine covers, billboards, in magazines. They'll have like one hand covering one eye, which means their allegiance to Horus. That's the eye of Horus. Or you'll see the OK sign. Sometimes they'll do it over their eye, which that means 666. If you look at the finger and the thumb, and with the other fingers up, it makes a 666. And then you will see the monarch butterfly, which signals to the powers that be or to anyone that's in the industry that they are in that program and they can be used. This is just a fraction of the pictures that I found and put together, but as you'll see, this is not a natural pose for a picture or anything really. It's not normal at all. I mean, it looks stupid. It just looks ridiculous, but here they all are doing it right in our face. So many. Do you see? Artist. actors. They're all under control. They're all being controlled. I wonder if they're told they have to do this in a picture or a video. It's just everywhere. So many. Like I said, this is just a fraction of what I found. There's the monarch butterfly in the hand. Do they think we're supposed to believe that this is just normal? Because it's not. Oh yeah, let me put a butterfly on my face to take a picture. It's crazy. I feel bad for them though. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much going on. We have so much to uncover. I hope you like the content. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and I would love to read any comments. I would love to have discussion with y'all. And as always, stay safe, stay aware, and question everything.